Hello and welcome. In this video, I'll be recapping the 1.6 livestream.
The program is about to start! What are you waiting for? A trailer or something?
Yes, he was indeed waiting for a trailer. Here's a cute puppy. Either March 7th turns into one of these little things, or there's a March 7th lookalike. The whole ship seems to be infested. But have no fear, Ruan Mei's banjo-looking thing will save the day. Creepy dude in a strange mask shows up. It's Dr. Ratio. Robot dude talks to Asta. Asta is on fire. It's up to us to save the day. Redemption codes. If this is your first time you have seen this, it's probably too late to redeem it. Albert's hosting the show this time with Mr. Scroom, Herta, and Ruan Mei. All three are from the Genius Society. Albert tells Herta to sound more enthusiastic.
Seriously? Fine. Hello, I'm Herta.
1.6 will be taking place on the Herta space station, featuring brand new levels not seen before. This is where Ruan Mei was conducting her experiments. Things went wrong, and she needs our help. The Ruan Mei trailer, highlighting her love for needlepoint, and jamming out. Oh yeah, and her ability to walk on water. Ruan Mei is an ice harmony character. She is number 81 of the Genius Society specializing in biology. Her basic attack deals ice damage to a single target. What a surprise. Her skill increases the weakness break efficiency for all allies. Her ultimate creates a field where she buffs your team's all-type penetration. Her technique will probably have a wall of text, so I'll let them explain it.
Within the field, allies experience an all-type resistance penetration increase, and when breaking an enemy's weakness, they afflict them with a mark.
This mark is triggered on the enemy's next action, prolonging their weakness break state, delaying their action, and inflicting them with additional ice damage, which allows the team to automatically trigger an effect equivalent to her skill at the start of the next battle. In the simulated universe, when Ruan Mei possesses Silken Serenade, and when an ally attacks a simulated universe enemy, the battle is entered as if the enemy's weakness was attacked. The attack ignores weakness types and can deplete the toughness of all enemies. Breaking a weakness can trigger the weakness break effect that corresponds to the attacker's own type.
Not only that, in the simulated universe, for every blessing possessed, the toughness-reducing damage of the current attack is increased, and extra additional ice damage is dealt.
Next up, we have Dr. Ratio's trailer. He is into books and enjoys throwing chalk. Also loves knocking things over. Dr. Ratio is an imaginary hunt character. He is a super smart dude and likes to share his knowledge. His basic attack, who would have guessed, does damage to a single enemy. His skill also does damage to a single enemy. His talent has a chance to launch a follow-up attack on an enemy. The chance is increased due to how many debuffs the enemy has. His ultimate hits a single enemy with a building, doing damage and debuffing them. This debuff makes it so if you hit the target with anyone on your team, Dr. Ratio launches his follow-up attack. His technique taunts enemies with a statue of his narcissistic self and lowering their speed. Next up, we have the 4-star unit Xueyi. She is a quantum destruction character. Her body was replaced by a puppet system and works for the 10 Lords.
The commission agreed that for every culprit Xueyi apprehended, she would be rewarded with a half-day's wake span.
I have no idea what that even means. Her basic attack deals damage to a single enemy. Her skill does damage to the target and surrounding enemies.
Xueyi's talent is a little out of the ordinary. When Xueyi and an ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness, stacks of karma are accumulated. When karma stacks to the upper limit, Xueyi immediately launches a follow-up attack on the target enemy, dealing quantum damage. Her ultimate, Divine Castigation, can deal quantum damage to a single target and toughness depletion that ignores weakness types. The more toughness depleted, the greater the damage.
Now, time for banners. The first banner in 1.6 will feature Ruan Mei, and for the first time, breaking the pattern with the new 4-star Xueyi on the first half of the banner, alongside March 7th and Tingyun. This, in my opinion, is a very decent banner. Tingyun is amazing. She provides a character with great energy regeneration and attack buffs for dot-focused teams. The new character looks great and could be quite strong, being the first destruction 4-star we received. March 7th is probably the weakest on this banner, and it looks like we are getting 2 reruns, with the first being Blade. The second banner in 1.6 will feature Dr. Ratio, with the 4 stars Shu Shang, Natasha, and Hook. Oh geez, these 4 stars are really not that good, unfortunately. Maybe for some reason, if you don't have a 5-star sustain unit, you may want to upgrade your Natasha. But the other 2 really aren't that desirable. For the second rerun, we have a fan favorite, Kafka. This is quite exciting for those who are planning on picking up Black Swan, who may work perfectly with Kafka. They show us all the light cones with absolutely no information on what they do. We are shown the boss of this patch, a Swarm King prototype. They go over his ability to summon little bugs to help him. When he does this, he is vulnerable to attacks and explode if defeated. He unlocks yet another new trace material fight, probably for all the new characters in 1.6. A new event where we take care of strange animals and make them have babies. We can also play as a dog. A new simulated universe mode will be added to the game, like the Swarm Disaster, adding in the Path of Erudition, and featuring a new dice system, where you acquire new abilities you can mix and match. An upgrade tree is also available to gain more power the more you play. Another new event, this time a combat one. Once beaten, unlocks a hard mode. A new endgame mode, Pure Fiction. This is an infinite fight with a limited number of cycles. The more enemies you defeat, the higher your score will be. Completing the full mode, you will receive 720 Jade each time. This will run alternately with Memory of Chaos, who will now have 2 new floors, increasing the total amount of Jades to also 720. We'll be given a free copy of Links for completing Stage 2 of Pure Fiction. You will also be able to go back to an older version of both Pure Fiction and Memory of Chaos for a limited time, when a new version comes out, to acquire any Jade you may have missed. A new feature to Memory of Chaos was added. You can now select any stage up until Stage 7, and if you defeat that stage with 3 stars, you'll get all the rewards from the previous stages. If you thought the daily missions were a bit too hard for some reason, well, good news for you. They are making daily missions even easier. Oh, and Honkai Star Rail solved a huge problem Genshin had when getting a new character for a new player. We can now challenge new Ascension material stages even without unlocking it. This is an amazing change for new players. And of course, the free 10 pulls. This is so expected at this point, I think people will actually be mad if they didn't give it to us. So, Honkai Star Rail won the Best Mobile Game of the Year award. And I really can't believe this. They gave us a free limited banner 5-star. Not some crappy, never seen before again 5-star, a real 5-star. Okay, so this is usually where the stream would end, but this is a special stream. We see Albert talking with a winged dude named Sunday. He shows us a preview of Penacony. There is supposedly going to be a huge festival, and we're invited. They then go into showing many of the new of what I assume will be the 2.0 and beyond characters. Introducing Robin, who is Sunday's sister and a performer. Misha, could be literally anything. Firefly, probably a fire-type character because of her name. Gallagher, I'm guessing he's imaginary due to the clocks. And Preservation, because he is a guard judging by his pin. Duke Inferno, has got to be a fire unit. And is that the follow-up attack hat? Sam. This dude looks super cool, and I like that we are seeing different models. Adventurine. Watch out, QQ, we got another gambler here. Black Swan. We do know she is a Wind Nihility character. We also know this one. Sparkle. She is a Quantum Harmony character. And Acheron. If they make her Lightning, I'm sure we will all just call her the Raiden Shogun of Honkai Star Rail. Okay, that's it for this video, and I wish you all the luck in 1.6.